Okay, we are getting started on this project a little late today. My whole morning got chewed up. I had to go to a baptism for some friends of ours. Shelly's the godmother, so she had to go, and I figured I should go to show my support. So, which wouldn't normally be that big of a deal, except for we got hit with a double whammy. First, it was our friend's little boy and then his little cousin, so we had a double baptism. And then they didn't have church last week because of snow, so we had to sit through a double service. So, Lily, get out of the road. So, it started at 10 and we finally got out of there about quarter after 12. But it's been a hot minute since I've been to church, so I guess I could afford to sit through a 2-hour session. The baptism was kind of cool. I've never seen one of those. I mean, obviously you see them in videos and stuff, but I've never been to one before because we weren't Lutheran. I was raised Christian, but I honestly couldn't tell you what denomination. I just know that the few times I went to church, we didn't do the is it communion, where they give you the bread and the little thing of wine? The churches I went to, we didn't do that, so it was a new experience for me. But anyhow, so get started on this project late, but I got the forklift warming up so that it's not gonna be a pain getting this thing unloaded. And Dad's truck's warming up so I get it out of the way to get more room. I dug my tank out last night so that it's over here. We're starting off this build with a 300-gallon tank. The goal, I got that tank cheap. Teeter, get back from the road. You quit inching up there. I got that tank cheap at the same auction I got the applicator frame. It gets everything built and working for cheap, and then maybe eventually I'll get lucky and I could come up with a 500-gallon oval tank. I don't want to get this thing built so heavy that you need 120 horse in front of it to pull it. It'd be nice that if need be you could pull it with a smaller tractor, which for the time being the 1800 is probably going to be what ends up pulling it, but we'll see. But anyway, so I got the tank out. We're going to get this unloaded, get it stripped down. The leaf blower, I'm going to try to blow the snow off the trailer and make it easier to get unstrapped. So let me get things situated here and we will get rolling on this little project. Okay, now, while it's still on its back, or well, I guess it's on its face right now, if I can get the wings unfolded, it would make life a lot easier when it comes to getting it stood back up. heat this time of year, it makes everything hard. Okay, now we should oopsie. Get it pulled back up. Nope, don't roll towards me. This is going to be the tricky part. Oh, those spring shanks, they shouldn't really do anything. I might just push on one of the units and let it do its own thing. Okay, so the center unit's already missing. It's that one right there, because when they took the 3-point rigging off of it, the center unit and the center 3-point tower for your center link share common bolts to hold everything together. So when they took the tower off, the rear, or that center unit, came off with it. I wonder what this is. One on the other side. It's got to be some sort of... Huh. I feel like it gets hooked in with the cylinder and everything, because the clever... I wonder what that is. I don't know if I have a... I've got a 378 manual. I don't know if it covers the folding toolbars or not. I'll have to look and see what that actually is. But anyway, the stabilizing coulters come off. I'm going to leave the gauge wheels on for the time being, because like I said, I think I'm going to run the gauge wheels on this. I think it would help the toolbar float. But all the row units are coming off, so everything's U-bolted, so we'll just buzz them all off with the impact real quick and go from there. Now, obviously, the fold cylinders are missing. It's supposed to take a 3x16 implement cylinder. It's a standard SAE. You got 3x8, 3.5x8, 4x8. You got 3x16, 3.5x16. They're all SAE implement cylinder sizes. This is supposed to be a 3x16. But that being said, I have some 3x20s that I had given to me. So the fold geometry is gonna have to, the hinges and everything are fine, but the fold geometry is gonna have to change slightly, because don't want this thing, depending on how we end up building the applicator, if it ends up being a front toolbar, don't want the units flat folding. There probably won't be enough room for them to flat fold like they were, so it'll probably end up standing up at an angle like this. So the pin to, or the center geometry all the way folded, and everything's going to change a little bit anyhow. But with moving some cylinder mounts around and whatnot, should be able to make those 3x20s work, and we can stop to them to set the cylinder stroke. But like I say, things are going to change how it folds and all that, or how far it folds as the build starts to come together. So that's one thing we got to take into consideration, but that's a few steps down the road yet. So anyway, I'm gonna go grab an impact and we'll buzz all these row units off. We're gonna have to cut some of this. He had been using it for a 28 applicator too in Cultivator form. We're gonna have to cut some of this rubber hose because the units are all still tied together. All right, and that gives us an 8-row folding toolbar like what we need. I'm keeping all of the U-bolts because those might come in handy for putting the coulters back on. I'm keeping the guide coulters because the coulter, the hub, the arm, all that should be the same as a plow coulter. Other than obviously the bracket and everything, but all that stuff. And I'll keep one row unit as a parts unit for just, I don't foresee ever needing an entire row unit for my 4-row, but you never know, so I'll keep one. And the rest of them didn't have any bites on them as far as getting rid of them. I didn't figure I would, because who wants individual cultivator units? So the rest of them can get thrown back on the trailer, and later this week I'm going to try to get a load of scrap hauled in because I got some stuff that needs to go away. So we can clean all this up, and I'm going to have to get the 1800 warming up because we're going to have to go snow blow a path up at the farm so I can get the trailer back in, because I just barely, I figured surely it can't be that deep up there because that's all windswept, so I just pulled in the driveway, and yeah, it's like 1.5 to 2 foot deep up there. I barely got out with the trailer, so we'll have to clear a path up there to get everything back where it belongs. Let's see if she'll start without needing to be plugged in. It ain't too terribly cold, so I think she'll be all right. It's nice, I can use the timer on the camera as the countdown timer for how long the glow plugs need to cycle. Or I shouldn't say glow plugs, that's a manifold heater. Two different things. And that's 40 seconds, so. Nope. I might need to plug her in. Oh. Come on, girl, you trying. She's trying. Nah, she's not gonna. I'll plug her in. right, driveway's all cleared out. I was able to get the trailer unhooked back where it belongs. So this is the pieces that are staying, plus the U-bolts and stuff are in there, and there was a lot of nice good old stainless hose clamps on some of that hose, or on some of that tubing that was on there, so I pulled all those off. So, but I just got to get this stuff up there out of the way. Hopefully I don't get the forklift stuck, and that'll be it for today. So from here it's going to be getting stuff. Almost have to get everything pulled down here in the driveway and lay it out and start visualizing how this is all going to work out. But until that point comes, I guess that's it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one.